NRL vid 090 back in our video today. This is my Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs NRL review for 2020, all the Bulldogs. And yeah, so this is my review. This is my third one. I've already done the Broncos and the Raiders, so now up to the Bulldogs today. I'm going in alphabetical order, like I've said. So yeah, let's get right into it. But before I get to the video, I just want to give a shout out and also make an announcement quickly. So the first shout out goes to Cornholio. This guy's been very active on my channel. He's been showing some great support, which I really appreciate. And I forgot to think of his name yesterday when I gave the shout outs to those two people yesterday. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, look, I didn't want to forget about it today. And yeah, so Cornholio's just been a great supporter. Been showing some great feedback towards my channel, and I'm really grateful for it, and thanks again, Matt. Yes, and I hope your Brisbane Broncos improve in 2021. So yeah, thanks again, Cornholio. Shout out to him. But now the announcement. So I've in case you didn't know, I've reached 400 subscribers. So yes, we finally got there. So yeah, guys, thanks for that. 400 subs is just fantastic. Overnight, I was like, well, before I went to sleep, I had like 392 subs, and out of nowhere, I get about 14 more overnight, and I'm like currently at 404 subscribers right now. But yeah, like, it's great that I've got there, and just wanted to say thank you for the support, guys. You're all legends, and thanks again, and hope you enjoyed this video today. So let's get into it. So the Bulldogs 2020 wasn't very good, I will say that, and there were not many positives for the Bulldogs this year. There were plenty of negatives. I think that yeah, look, they narrowly avoided the wooden spoon. They're lucky not to get it, but I think the Broncos definitely deserve the wooden spoon overall this year. But look, it's just unfortunate because the Bulldogs are a club full of passion, and they always try. That's the thing, but the thing is, they really failed this year, honestly. Like, I don't know. I don't think they have the team. Like, they just don't have like those plays. They don't have the back line. They don't have the spine. They don't have a great hooker. Most of their forward pack's fine. Like, their back row is lock and prop, and props are fine and all that. But seriously, it's just their backline and spine. Like, they don't have much talent, the Bulldogs, to be honest. I mean, like, apart from a few youngsters that have shown something this year, but they don't have much talent in that team, the Bulldogs, or skill. And unfortunately, a few of their players have gone backwards this year, such as Dallin Watene, Leslie, and Dylan Napa. They've gone really backwards, in my opinion, as players. And yeah, look, it's been a rough year for the Bulldogs. I think, you know what? Honestly, I'm just speaking from the truth here, but I think the Bulldogs are one very frustrating team to watch, because when the Bulldogs need the opposition team's try line, when they're like very close to scoring and all that, they can't score because they just don't know how to score. Like, they're a 12 or 6 point team every week. Like, they only score about 12 or 6 points, or even 18, and that's about it. And look, whenever they need a try line, they just don't know what to do. They just keep passing the ball. Let's give it to Aiden Tom, the fourth tackle, take the run. Yeah, it's just that they don't know what to do. They're not, like, unfortunately, they're just not smart enough, the Bulldogs. Like, I don't know, they have, yeah, like I said before, they don't have like those sort of players like who can make a game, who cause a bit of a game break in the game and all that. They don't have those game breaking players, the Bulldogs, and and obviously their team isn't good enough, and that's why they're going to make some changes next year. And I think with having Blake Green and Kyle Flanagan, who are two pretty solid halves, which will be, and I think a Blake Green and Kyle Flanagan combination next year is going to be really good for them. I think, the Bulldogs. And personally, in my opinion, I think Nick Meaney should be the Bulldogs' full-time fullback, because I think Nick Meaney's a terrific young player. He shows a lot of potential each game. I know Nick Meaney does all right on the wing, but I feel like that's not his position. I feel like that he's more of a better fullback. He's got better ball skill there, and looks more dynamic at the back, Nick Meaney. So I feel like that he should be their full-time number one, give him more time at the back, and Hopewadi into the centres. But look, I think that the Bulldogs they really need some big changes next year, and they already are playing some new changes with Trent Barrett as the incoming coach, and obviously signed Nick Kotrick, Jack Hetherington, maybe Josh Adokar, Yeah, and Blake Green, Flanagan, all those sort of guys, Corey Riddell, and I expect a little bit more actually, but it'll be interesting to see how the Bulldogs go next year because it's a very different team next year with all these new combinations and all that. It might take time, but you never know. Could work pretty well, but I feel like it might take a bit of time with all the combinations. And plus, and with that Steve Hansen guy, the Bulldogs signed as a consultant, a performance consultant for the Bulldogs. I feel like that he's still a rookie. And yeah, look, if you don't know who Steve Hansen is, apparently he's a former All Blacks coach in rugby union, and he'll be joining Trent Barrett's coaching squad as a performance consultant. And like a performance consultant is basically when like he's the coach that kind of like motivates the players to perform well and kind of gets their set up and all that on spot. And I feel like he's still a rookie of the game because I mean, like he's like 60 something, and I'm not saying he's a rookie because he's like, you know, look, I think he's a rookie because even though he's 60, he's a rookie because I don't think he's had any involvement with rugby league before. He's always been a rugby union man, and Trent Barrett. It's obviously interesting that Barrett's appointed him as a consultant when he's had no experience in rugby league, and plus Trent Barrett's a rookie coach himself, and he hasn't like done great in the past with Manly and all that, but he's made some good signings in the past, and he's all about attack, and that should help the Bulldogs next year when they attack and all that. But yeah, the Bulldogs are basically run by rookies next year, to be honest, because they've got a rookie team and they've got a rookie coaching squad and all that. So it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, all the best to them next year. But I just think that the Bulldogs this year were just a complete fail. Honestly, they really struggle, in terms of scoring points, and they just don't have that. Look, I will say they're just not smart enough. They're not a very smart team, the Bulldogs. But look, I'm not saying that because I don't like the Bulldogs. And plus, I don't mind the Bulldogs actually. I like them as a club, the Bulldogs. But I'm not. But in all honesty, they're not a smart team. Honestly, they just aren't a smart team, the Bulldogs, because they just don't have it, honestly. And look, they're full of effort. The Bulldogs always try. Like players like Josh Jackson, RFM, Raymond Fatala Mariner, and Will Hopewadi and others. They always try, but then again, look, they just don't have the team, the backline spine, like I've said, and they're gonna make some changes around that area, and they already are, which is good. So it'll be interesting to see. But the Bulldogs really did struggle this year. They have failed, honestly. But I'll get into my star player of the year, my best player for the Bulldogs, in my opinion, and that goes to Kieran Foran. And the good thing is, Foz got to play a bit more games this year. Played about 15 games, I believe, or 16, and that's pretty good for a guy that's unfortunately suffered a bit of injuries over the past few years, very bad ones. And I feel like he's been another Bulldog that's only been trying. He's always been trying like things in attack. He's shown glimpses of good things this year against the Tigers. Bankwest around the end of this year, he was pretty good. Against the Newcastle Knights, was pretty solid. He's a good player, Kieran Foran. He competes every time, and as a Manly fan, I'm very excited about him coming back to Manly, Kieran Foran. But yeah, I think he was their best player. Honestly, I think that players like Fatala Mariner, Josh Jackson coming to mind, Adam Elliott coming to mind as players of the year for the Bulldogs and star players and all that. But honestly, Kieran Foran, just his leadership and his direction for the Bulldogs is just the only thing that really got them scoring points was off the back of Kieran Foran plays, pretty much when you think about it. So Kieran Foran gets my star player of the year for the Bulldogs. But my worst player now, there were a few contentions for my worst player of the year award for the Bulldogs because they don't have many great players, unfortunately for them. But players like Dylan Napa, Dallin Watene-Lesniak, made Ream Smith, he kind of failed this year in my opinion, even though he's a good player, he did fail at points. My worst player of the year award goes to Dallin Watene-Lesniak. I honestly thought he was pretty shit, to be honest. And look, I'm not going to really knock Dallin Watene-Lesniak all over, but the thing is, I know DWZ can be a great player on his day. He is a great player, when he's on. He has a lot of skill. He's he's a good finisher on the wing. He can play fullback, wing, centre, whatever, and he does a pretty good job. He's a New Zealand captain for a reason, good leader as well. But honestly, he just had a very bad 2020, really rough one as well. He just hasn't done well enough, I don't think, for the Bulldogs. I think that He's a good player on his day. He's a very solid player, actually, down with Lesniak. But 2020 is just he's really struggled. Like, I mean, he's done some pretty daft things this year. Like, plays the ball backwards. Like, you know how you play the ball to your hooker, and the hooker picks up and passes the ball. Well, he passed it the opposite way. He passed it to the Parramatta Eagles team, and it's not good. And isn't just that, he just makes a lot of errors. His defensive decisions are pretty poor as well. So, yeah, look, it's been a very bad year for DWZ there, but hopefully bounce back in 2021 by Martinez Lesniak. And my surprise pack of the year award. Now, I've always known this guy was a good player. I always knew he was a good player. But he did surprise me at points because I didn't know he was this good every week and week in, week out. I didn't know he was that good. And that player is Raymond Vitale-Mariner. I was actually pretty much surprised about him. I know Adam Elliott nearly came. I nearly picked Adam Elliott for this this surprise packet player of the year award, but I went with our fan Raymond Vitale-Mariner because his form this year's been incredible. I think him and Foreign on that left side were very dominant, and that's going to break very soon. So, but look, RFM runs through a good line well. He runs the line, runs the line pretty well. He's a good defender. He actually has a nice ball skill for a back row as well, which is always good to see. And I think he should be obviously playing for New Zealand soon, or even Tonga, because he's part Tongan, I believe. But yeah, look, I think Vitale-Mariner needs. I think RFM isn't far away from being a representative player because he's been at the Bulldogs for a while and he's been playing a lot of first grade and he's very consistent at RFM. Like, doesn't do much wrong in his game. I feel like that he always tries and is a good young player with a big future. And I don't think he's far away from representative duties at all. But I never knew he was this good at RFM. You know, he's really shocked me as a fan. But look, it's good to see players shock fans once in a while because I didn't know Vitale-Mariner was this good. But yeah, good to see RFM have a good year in 2020. He was absolutely great for them. Got the Coaches Award as well for Vitale-Mariner from Steve Georgalis, who's obviously on the Cowboys next year as their assistant coach. So, well done to Vitale-Mariner on a great year. But guys, so my crystal ball for the Bulldogs, 2021 is that they will be better. I think that their attacks will look way better next year, and even their defense has to look a bit better too. But I don't know because Trent Barrett isn't big in defense. He's all about attack. Barrett as a coach, but that you never know. Defense could fix the Bulldogs, but. I think that attack will really improve with Barrett because Barrett's really all about attack, and I feel like some of their new signings like Kotrick, and if they get Josh Adokar, and if they get Adokar, it's huge. And I think Bulldogs have a very good team next year. I think they do with Kotrick being there, Hetherington, Flanagan, Green, etc. They're all very good signings for the Bulldogs, and I guess Wardell's a good back row who gives it a go, but. I think that if the Bulldogs can get a quality number 9 and they possibly, I think give Nick Meaney more time at fullback because he's a great player. But if the Bulldogs decide another quality fullback and a quality hooker, then I think they're a top 8 team, to be honest, because they've got a great forward pack. They've now got a pretty good back line with Kotrick being there and others. I think give Nick Meaney more time, the Bulldogs, because if there's some Bulldogs fans watching this, then I suggest that hopefully your team can put Nick Meaney at fullback and let him have more goes because Meaney is a great young player and he's a better fullback than winger or centre where he's played this year. So yeah, fullback's Nick Meaney's position for sure. And and I think they need a better hooker as well. I don't think Katoa or Marshall can cut it for the Bulldogs. But guys, that's my Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs season review for 2020. Please, hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and thanks again for 400. And shout out to Corn Holio for being a great loyal supporter of my channel. And I'll see you tomorrow for my Cronulla Southern Sharks and our review. So guys, hope you enjoyed and see you then.